Hello, and welcome to my channel. Happy Sunday if you're watching this on the day it came out. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper, and today we are going to do another research video. So what this is sales from the last 90 days that sold for crazy money. Today we are doing Plush. You heard me right. Stuffed animals worth hundreds and thousands of dollars. These things are everywhere. They might be in your kid's room right now. And it might surprise you which ones are worth money. So we're gonna go over the top 20 in the last 90 days and you're gonna be really shocked. All right, so today we will be starting at about the $400 mark, and we're going to go all the way up to over $3,000 for one stuffed animal. How crazy is that? And I will do a follow-up to this. We're going to do some a little bit lower on next Sunday, so definitely if you're not subscribed, do that. We have a ton of these research videos on different topics, and I hope you enjoy. So this first one sold for a little over $400. This is a vintage 1998 Swibco brown teddy bear plush stuffed Cosmo. They did put super rare. This one sold for $437.50. Here he is laid out, so he is a little bit bigger teddy bear and not overly flashy or impressive. And I also wanted to show you the tag here. So this is a Swibco. It is made in China, so don't discount those made in China items. A lot of them are worth quite a bit of money, and this one was a great sale at $437.50. Up next is kind of a multi-purpose type of thing. It is a plush that is also a purse, and it is a Kate Spade purse, and this one sold for over $400. This is a Kate Spade New York Cat's Meow plush panther shoulder bag. It sold for $450. Here you can see that bag out from the side, and again, it looks just like a plush kitty cat, except for if you look here on the top, it has a zipper making it a bag. So not just plush, but multi-purpose plush like this one here can sell for a lot. And now I did want to show you on the collar, this one is clearly marked Kate Spade, and that was a great sale at $450. Up next is one of the two names that will dominate this video. If you do not know these two, you definitely need to learn them. The first name is a Stife, very, very high dollar plush. Learn this name, watch for this tag. This is another $400 sale. This is a huge giant gray plush Stife donkey, sold for $400. Here you can see him laid out on their mantle. This donkey is a pretty good sized donkey, pretty big donkey. But what makes him so expensive was not the size, it was this tag here. So this is the Stife tag, yellow with red print. Keep an eye out for this. They might not all be worth this much, but they are all worth a decent amount of money, and this one was a great sale at $400. This next one, there used to be a lot that sold for really high of this brand. Now I didn't see as many, but there still are a few. This was the highest selling and definitely a Squishmallow to keep an eye out for. This is a Squishmallows 12-inch Connor stackable Kelly toy Squishmallow plush cow. This one sold for $467.50. Here you can see this cow up close. Super cute, super basic, but worth almost $500. Here, if you do not know it, is the Squishmallows tag. These things are sold all over, including Walmart. If you had a crystal ball to know which ones of these would end up very popular, you could be doing good. But There is no way to know. This one sold for $467.50. Up next is a name we know, we see in many different research videos. However, you might not expect it in a plush one, and that is Cartier. This is a Cartier Paris collector teddy bear, Jean-Luc, 1997 Harrington Collectors. This one sold for $489, almost $500 for a single bear. Here you can see this teddy up close. Basic brown teddy wearing a maroon sweater. But if you look on the foot here, you see it says Jean-Luc, 1997 collector bear, Cartier. Cartier is a name that is expensive. Keep an eye out even on Plush, and this was a great sale coming in at $489. All right, up next is a Disney plush, and you might think you would see a lot of Disney plush on these high dollar selling, but the fact of the matter is most of those Disney were mass produced, making them not quite so rare. However, when certain events happen, such as Splash Mountain closing, that could spark the interest of some normally not so popular characters. This next set sold for over $500. This is a new tag set of 3 Brer Fox, Brer Rabbit, Splash Mountain plushes set. So Splash Mountain closed down. That sparked some interest in Splash Mountain items, including these, and these 3 sold for a best offer on $548.99. Here you can see the 3 of them up close. So this is a situation where the set is probably worth more together than they are individually. So I agree with selling these 3 together. And I did want to show you the tag here that says Disney Parks. So these were sold inside of either Disney World or Disneyland. And that was a great sale coming in at over $500. All right, if you are my age or perhaps my mom's age, then this next one might not surprise you so much. So I remember my kids watching him, and he was all the rage when my older children were younger, and that is Barney, the purple dinosaur. This is a Barney plush that sold for almost $400. This is a jumbo 1992 vintage 3-foot tall Barney. They did put rare stuffed from the 90s. It is a 3-foot tall dinosaur, guys, 36 inches. Sold for a best offer on $400. Here you can see Mr. Barney up close. He actually looks like he might have a little bit of fading there. And here is the tag so you would know what to watch out for. It says Barney, but we know probably from the 90s. That was a great sale at almost $400. Up next is something that didn't really catch me by surprise, but it might catch you by surprise. If you have not been watching me very long, one of my very best friends, Dale, her YouTube channel is Flippin' Fiasco. She hasn't been making videos for a long time now, but a couple of years ago, she found 2 Build-A-Bear little pink puppies, and you might have heard me tell this story before. She found 2 of them at a garage sale for only $4 each, and these puppies sold for astronomical prices. And the reason I'm talking about this is this next one is a Build-A-Bear, but first, what I would like to do is share with you a little bit of the action from 2 years ago. So first I'm going to pop up here some pictures of Dale's pink puppy. This is a pink patchwork puppy, nothing overly impressive. These are the actual photos that she used in her listing. She was nice enough to send them to me when I let her know I was making this video. And you can see nothing overly special about these. She paid $4 each. One of them sold for $700, and the other one, I'm going to show you the end of this auction right now. We're going to have a little play-by-play. All right, so I am gonna pop up here on the screen this auction, and you can see it go at 12 seconds. This auction was at $400, 400 bucks, 405 to be exact. So Dale kept refreshing it because our first one sold for 700, and you can see all of a sudden with 7 seconds left, it went to $1,255, $1,255 for a $4 plush she picked up at a yard sale. How crazy is this? She was paid, got positive feedback, so I know these sales are real. That was like super exciting. Dale and I were texting during those final seconds, and that was the craziest jump ever. So this next one is a Build-A-Bear. It is not a pink puppy. I did look it up, and there have been 3 pink puppies to sell since Dale's $1,200 sale. One in February of this year that also sold for $1,200. And then there was one late last year that sold for $750, which I think if they would have researched using WorthPoint, they would have known that they sell for $1,200. So this next one didn't go that high, but it was an auction. I will show you the starting bid, and it is a Build-A-Bear Hello Kitty. So this is a Hello Kitty Choco Cat, 18-inch Build-A-Bear 2010. Dale's pink puppy was actually a 2011 Build-A-Bear. This one was 2010. This one was an auction. It got 64 bids, and I'm going to show you here the starting price. And I do want to point out, because there was some confusion on my last research video, this says 55 days ago. That does not mean that was a 55-day auction. These auctions did not last more than 10 days, but I'm researching them up to 90 days old. So it actually sold 48 days ago. It was a 7-day auction. So here you can see their starting price was only $21.90. Jumped up pretty fast to that $55, but here at the end, you can see in the last minute, it jumped from $500 to the final sales price of $570. So I do want to show you here up close. This is just a black Hello Kitty Choco Cat, and nothing overly special. Here is the tag. It was originally 22 bucks. Ended up getting 64 bids and selling for $570. All right, I'm going to follow this up with another Hello Kitty Choco Cat, because I want to point out, and they ended very similar, but this one was actually a lot of 3. However, what they are wearing could possibly increase some value. So this is a lot of 3 Choco Cat Hello Kitties that sold for $570 as well. This one, however, was a buy it now. This is a Build-A-Bear Sanrio Choco Cat Hello Kitty plush. It was a lot of 3 sizes: small fry, clip-on, and the traditional Build-A-Bear 18-inch. They took a best offer. This one was not an auction, but they still got close to the same price. Here you can see these kitty cats up close. They're actually not wearing anything. So they got a lot of 3 of them. Here is the tag that shows that Choco Cat by Sanrio, and a great sale at $575. All right, up next is a brand I was not familiar with, so I definitely want to put it in your wheelhouse since it is now in mine, and that is Kenner. This is a vintage rare 1994 Kenner Kitty Checkup Plush, pink and white stuffed animal. This one sold for a best offer on $600. Here you can see that kitty cat up close. It looks like she is in pretty good condition. And on the tag here, you can see this one is dated. It says Kitty Checkup Plush. It was from 1994. Another made in China plush. It is a Hasbro, and a great sale at $600. All right, this next one had the most amount of bids as anything on this video. It had 123 bids. And I want to point out, and my co-host of my podcast on Tuesdays, Rod, Picking and Punching, was talking last week about knowing what's going on as far as movies, media, things like that. Well, if you saw the commercials like I did, McDonald's was just celebrating the birthday of Grimace. So, great timing for a seller to put a Grimace up for auction, and it got over 100 bids. This is a vintage McDonald's Grimace plush toy. 123 bids, selling for $720. Absolutely insane. It sold on 4th of July. I wanted to show you here, their starting bid was only $19.99. And then here, if you look at the end, it jumped from $680 up to $720 at the ending. $20 start bid, sold for $720. Perfect timing to sell a Grimace with all these commercials. And yeah, absolutely amazing, amazing sale. All right, I told you this video is going to be dominated by two names, Stife being one of them. So here is another Stife bear that sold for an amazing price. This is a very rare antique 14-inch German Stife cotton plush humpback teddy. This one sold for best offer on $740. You see that cute little teddy bear sitting on his shoulder. Here you can see it up close. This one does have some wear. There is some of that fur is missing, but it still sold for $740. All right, and now it is time to introduce the second name that dominates this video. If you do not know this one, you definitely need to know it. These sell for hundreds up to thousands of dollars, and they are out there. I have a friend that has found multiple of them at the bins, the Goodwill bins, the discount outlet store. So they are definitely there. So this next one is a Rushton. This is a rare vintage Rushton Star rubber face bunny rabbit stuffed plush. This one was an auction, got 51 bids, and sold for $860. I did not remember to get the starting bid on this one, so I do apologize for that. But I did want to show you this cute little bunny rabbit up close. Very, very distinct features, the rubber faces on the Rushton, something to remember, and a great sale at $860. Up next is a Nintendo display piece. So if you get rare Nintendo plush or displays, they can be worth a lot. This is a N64 Nintendo 1997 Diddy Kong Racing promo airplane promotional plush plain or sign. This one was an auction, got 11 bids. Again, I didn't get that starting bid for you. Here you can see that plane up close. Really, really cute little plush. And I want to show you it hung up because they did show it hung up and hanging in the air. You can see that Nintendo 64 on the underside of the wing, and that was a great sale at $960. All right, up next is another name that you need to know, and that is Jellycat. So I have found one Jellycat in the wild, and mine sold for $40. I paid $1 for it at the thrift store. So not all Jellycats will be worth a ton, but they are worth pretty decent money. Definitely a tag I would keep an eye out for, because if you find a rare one, it could sell for hundreds, just like this one did. This is a Jellycat Little Fergus the Frog plush. This is an 8-inch plush, 8-inch plush. Retired with the original hang tags. It sold for $1,190. Can you imagine finding this plush for $1 at the Goodwill bins or at a thrift store, and it's selling for almost $1,200? That's just like Dale's pink puppy I showed you a little bit earlier. crazy, crazy price on this one. Here you can see this froggy up close. Again, does not look like anything special, but he is rare. And here you can see he has his original tags in excellent condition and a great sale at almost $1,200. Up next is some video game plush. I was never really a video game player, so I think I personally would miss a lot of the video game plush that could be worth a lot of money. But check those tags, check tags, and these were a great sale. This is The Legend of Zelda Takara Ganon Goron Link Plush UFO Catcher Prize from 1999. This set of 4 sold for $1,500. That is over $350 a plush. It's crazy. Here they are up close, and these do not look super, super expensive. I did want to show you the tag here. Again, another made in China and a great sale at $1,500. All right, here is another Rushton. This one is a fish. This is a hard to find vintage Rushton Star Creations Goldie fish. Most of these are putting rubber face, so if you find one, make sure you put rubber face in that title. Very good condition. This one sold for $1,698. One plush, a fishy plush. Here you can see that fish up close. And I also wanted to show you this Rushton tag. So you can see it says the Rushton Company, Atlanta, Georgia, and a great sale at almost $1,700. We have got another Rushton. I want to show you the variety of Rushtons, but the one thing that all of these have in common is they are rubber faced. This next one is a reindeer. This is a Rushton 1950s vintage plush rubber face pink reindeer doll toy, 12 inches, 12-inch reindeer sold for a best offer on $1,750. Absolutely crazy. Here's this cute little reindeer up close, little holly on the ears, and again, here's another of the Rushton tag. All new material, contents cotton or rubber, and a great sale at $1,750. All right, we are up to our top 5, and some of these 5 we have not yet seen the name. All of these sold for close to $2,000 or more for single plush. If you're not checking out the plush section, check it out. Check it out. That's my main thing I want to get across to you today. This is a very rare FAO Schwartz wolf plush. It was new with tags. It sold for a best offer on $1,850. Here you can see that wolf up close, excellent condition, and that brand new FAO tag. And I also wanted to show you the actual tush tag here. It is white with red print and simply says FAO, and that was a great sale and offer on $1,850. All right, this next one is a rubber face, but it is not a Rushton. So there are other companies that made rubber face plushes that are worth a lot. This one was worth a lot. This is a rare 1955 QT Bear Santa's Helper Knickerbocker Stuffed Plush Christmas, $1,999. Here you can see it up close, and even some of the letters are worn off on his hat, and he still sold for almost $2,000. I wanted to show you this tag here. It says QT Bear, made in the USA trademark. So another brand with rubber face worth a lot. As a matter of fact, this one was almost $2,000. All right, we are getting higher. This next one, again, is another brand you probably associate with higher dollar items, but not necessarily plush. This is a Coach crossed with Disney. You know it's money, right? If you see Coach, you see Disney together, seeing some money. This is a Coach Donald Duck Goofy Leather Plush Disney Parks 50th Anniversary. The two of these sold for $2,199. Here you can see them up close. They are leather plush of Donald Duck as well as Goofy. And here on the back of Donald, you can see the tag says Disney crossed with Coach, and it does have a number. And also here on the back of Goofy, you can see the same thing. So these will have Coach tags just like the purses do, as well as numbers. And definitely keep an eye out if you're lucky enough to find one. All right, top two. They are the two names I told you dominated this video. This first one is a Stiff Bear. This is a Stiff teddy bear plush toy, 18 inches, sold for $3,199. Here you can see this bear up close. It is pretty basic white bear wearing a white sheer dress. Amazing, amazing sale. Over $3,000 for one teddy bear. All right, the highest selling of this video is a Rushton, and it is Turtle. This is a rare vintage Rushton Co-Star creation, rubber face sailor turtle, 15-inch plush original. It sold for $3,200. Absolutely crazy for a single plush. 15-inch plush. Here you can see this cute little sailor turtle up close. This one does not look like it is in the best of condition and still brought over $3,000. And here again, this one does not say the Rushton Company. This one says Rushton Star Creation. So keep an eye out for this tag as well. And an absolutely incredible sale at over $3,000. All right, that is the end of my research. I hope you've enjoyed. We're going to do some lower ones next week around that $300 to $400 mark that might be a little easier to find. But I'm telling you, I've friends who have found these at garage sales. They are out there and at thrift stores and at the Goodwill bins. You can find these things. You just need to know what you're looking for. I also want to caution you, if you do find one of these brands, please look up and find the exact one you have. If you cannot find it on eBay, please use WorthPoint. I do have a link in my links to sign up for WorthPoint. It is an invaluable tool if you are selling stuff like these vintage and rare plush. You need to know. Just like the person who sold Dale's Pink Puppy for $700 and months later it sold for $1,200. I think theirs would have brought $1,200 too. So please do your research if you find these rare items. I really appreciate you watching. I do have a playlist I'm going to pop up here in a second that is nothing but these research videos if you enjoy them. Please subscribe or think about it if you have not yet. Tell your friends. And I will hopefully see you over tonight on Whatnot. We'll be selling some vintage and estate jewelry tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern as well as tomorrow night. And don't forget to come join us on our Tuesday night podcast at 8 p.m. Eastern. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate you watching. I will see you on the next one.